What is up, guys? This is Kai. We're back with another video, and first and foremost,
BLS.
yes, we're back from the BLS Tourney, and I went undefeated in Swiss, but I played very bad and day 2 due to some circumstances because I'm bad at the game. Yeah, because I used the deck I haven't tested before, I haven't tried it whatsoever. It's the meme deck. Yes, I used
Eevee.
Yes, the meme deck. The meme deck that now has become a thing, and I tried it because if you guys didn't notice, everything is the deck is like Sky Striker 2.0, etc. But I played it, yes, because it's Eevee, and yes, I want to try something new. That's why I played this. So yeah, undefeated in Swiss. Let's get the profile. So we'll start with the monsters. Okay. We'll start with the monsters. 2 Purrely and 3 Lily. These are bread and butter. This is not once per turn. On summon, flip top 3, add a spell trap. This
Area 0.
yes, this is area 0. It searches spell trap, but not the monsters. But you don't want to search a monster as well. You want the monsters stay in the deck as much as possible for your fodders. And both is not once per turn. You review a quick spell from your hand, and you actually summon by all of your stuff. Not once per turn. Very, very broken. And this is the next best one. You search for the continuous spell or a field spell. You need a continuous spell. You need the my dearest, field anything you want. And this one exists from the grave, which is really nice because you discard every of fodders. So 3.
That's all the monsters.
No.
I mean, actual monsters.
Actual monsters. The rest are the fodders. Speaking of fodders,
Volcanic Shell.
Volcanic Shell is you need it for the discard fodders, and also a level 1. It's got the synergy to it, and not to mention, sometimes you needed a monster on the field to resolve your spell, so you summon it, make the link Coribos, and then you ditch all your better than ditching this. Sometimes you need to save them for normal summons. So this is your fodders. You wanted it, you needed it, but we still lose to draw. Hand traps, I play 10 because it's a tier format, so you need this, and this is because we have ways to search it. I'll show you guys in actually why. And this is just you need it. You need this. It's a tier format, and also this.
When will tier be dead?
Yes, this is for tier. This is for tier. This is for tier. This regardless, anything is good.
As long as it's not runic, it's good.
As long as it's not runis. That's all for the monsters. It's very less, like really less. And for the spells, the
Prosperity.
I would say I never resolved this. By the time I resolved it, it was really a game changing. This is a consistency card. You wanted it. You want to flip everything in your deck. This is what you needed. And the best actual spells is my dear Purrely. They pay fire to likewise. Pancasm. You search 3 copies of your spells and review to opponent added to your hand. Any cards you can.
Blue Ice Jet.
Yes.
Blue Ice Jet.
You can search your monsters, but you don't want to do that. You want to search your spells, you search 3 of kind, add to your hand. And when your exceeds monster is leaves the field to the opponents, you can add back up to 3 spells from your grave with different names. You can add back every discard fodders, you can add back the exceeds materials, whichever you need it. This is really, really good. And the 1 field spell, you don't need 1, it's a break.
Cannot target.
Yes, can't be targeted during the turn they summon. But the main actual reason is you wanted the third effect. During the end phase of either player's turns, you can attach a Purrely spell trap from deck or graveyard to assist monster you control. You attach it, make it a lot more material, buffer. And the level 1 effect does came out when your assist monster needs to field your opponents, especially level 1 from deck or the graveyards. And for the actual fodders, I play this in 2 lines because this requires cards on the field to resolve. This doesn't. You can activate anytime, anywhere, even the empty fuse. While this, you need to have a monster on either player's field to resolve. While this technically no, because it says 1 card on the field. This needs actual monsters. This is on the field. So you draw this, you're fine. You draw this, it really depends on the field. So that's why I said sometimes you need to summon this, make your link Coribos, search it, use it, discard it, and move on.
They look so cute.
Yes, and this is the best one. This one is a newer version. During your first time
The draw one.
Yes, you get the draw card, and it's a different chain. If you have a 3 cards on the materials, you activate chain link 1, and then new chain link, and then new chain. So they get confused by that.
And you can somehow change the exit monster in step by phase. You can use it again.
Yes, because it's a dart. It's like a new sentence. So if you somehow in mid standby phase you change your new monsters, you get to use it again. And this is really cool. I'll show you guys why. Like, it's a mini OTK combo you can do.
Or the burn loop.
Yes, the burn loop. You play every spells because you need every single one of it. And the blind second card, S card in the deck.
Dark Ruler.
I use this every single game, every single turn, regardless. Even if it's tier or mirror, I use it as well. Shout out to the mirror match player. He makes Zeus and I top deck this and then just game. 那一场你看到了
Yes, stupid.
我2张放 top deck bottom deck 了，大家看到他。
How the cards bullshit.
And for the first card is the level up Purrely. You actually summon a Purrely from the Ashlet with a different ranks, and if you have the graveyard, you can banish it. It's a Ishizu effects. You return 3 Purrely cards from grave to decks. It does came out, but you need this for the exchange. That's all for the main decks. There's 41. For the extra there, level 1 and friends. Relinquish. I summon this every single game. Like, what the hell, man?
Yoink.
People don't respect this. Summon it on the opponent's electro zone, and I have a level 1 to make this, and they be like, "You play this card?" Yes, I play this card.
Yoink.
Yes, I play these cards. And
Transversal.
Transversal. A lot of people ignore the sentence. It says that when this card is linked, the monster is pointed to and itself cannot be destroyed by card effects. So a lot of people will be like,
You cannot go Soger.
they can't go Soger, they can't whichever. A lot of people will be like, isn't this just the exchange effect? No, it's protect some monsters.
Yes, for fun.
And I play Moon. This is like the Nightmare Phoenix of the deck.
Remover.
Yes, it's a removal. It should be in top card. And I played this because sometimes in the Golden Mesh it's a light, and your Purrely is a light as well. So you can make this instead of making the other. So I decided to play this instead of Phoenix. If they Golden Mesh, you can't Phoenix. If they Rival, you can't Phoenix either. It's also a fairy, so you can make this.
Why not the Sky Striker Link?
Yes, Sky Striker Link, sometimes you don't have the spell in the graveyard, you might send the graveyard in exchange. Also, you summon the white more often than the dark one, so making a light would be more appropriate in decks like Labyrinth or just trap decks. This is maybe better.
Or Kashtira.
Yes, like Kashiras. And this is why we search the DD Crows. And this is for Zeus. This I make this during time. I make this. I crash to his Simor for time, and we both take 3,000 damage. His life point is left 2,000. I have 5,000. Like, that's game. And also is when you actually somebody targets a monster, gain 300 for each material. It's permanent. So you can target something like you can target like your Zeus. You have 2 materials. Your Zeus is forever 3,006 attacks and defense. It's a permanent. Even if it is a 3, it still stays with 6 attacks. OK， 我的黑猫加600火了。And for the
它不受效果影响，不是？
对，碰不了。
哦，
所以我 still 可以影响它的。
奇怪。
我就算不能影响得好，它都够大，我点它干嘛 ？Purrely Axis, the standard lineups. Oi!
Fuck this one.
And no, I realized that never have I ever saw a deck list that play Purrely Happiness. I don't know why. I play it because due to the time. Because if you notice that this card says for each of these cards in the material, it attacks another time. So you make your opponent's monster can't be destroyed by battle. Even if it is defense mode, if you have 3, you attack for 4, and you burn your opponent for 6,009 points, which is insane. And it's a dark ruler, and this is the reason that the loops is like you have this, and this. You're making, like for example, your opponent has a monster with the 2005 attack or higher. You make opponent's monsters can't be destroyed battle. You attack it. This affects half the attack. Search another one, attach, attacks, another one, attacks. It's game. It's not once per turn, and it's stackable. So
stupid.
Yes, that's why. But you only need to pay 1. There's no reason for you to pay many. And This is just stupid.
Encore bit.
This is just stupid. Returning one card to the bottom of the deck is not once per turn, also not once per chain.
Also, when this card has 5 materials, it's unaffected by card effects.
Yes, if this card has 5 materials, you're unaffected by card effects. And mostly it's just game, unless they have axis over delay, it's just stay there. Impermanence and enemy controller. Side frame Zeta. And this is good against Shuttle. See if I take back the schism to the hand, I use effect, attach it, and back. And this is just Dark Ruler in case. That's all for you. Actually, for the side decks, this is something special. This is.
What the fuck?
I played this because you realize that this deck doesn't normal summon that often. Most of your stuff is just special from the deck. And if you make this and this, is probably just game.
GG.
If your opponent doesn't have over delay and imperm, they have to deal with this. If they have delay, they deal with this, they can't deal with this. They have imperm, they deal with this, they can't deal with this. And for the tiers, the double Mudora. I was playing Kaldo, but since their case is just the same, so it doesn't really matter. You can shuffle back your scatter shot or anything. Ibania.
呢 game 没有货。
在哪速神枪？
速神枪是当然是10个本没有。
I go. Cosmic.
Feature.
For tiers.
哦对，呀，
不是
我等下把给他一张，
Encore, Mirror Match. I never use this. Got one game against Sky Striker. I have this. It even have 2 cards on the field. I just don't feel like I want to use it.
Discard folder.
Yes, this is just a discard folder. Every time I wanted to use this, I'd be like, okay, it's gonna make a board. It gets used to engage a lot. But in the end,
set 2 end.
But in the end, just set 2 ends. There are a lot of stuff that can bait it out, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's all for the deck profile. Undefeated purely for now, but I still gonna change the list because this deck still lose the draw a lot, and maybe that's a problem why I lose. I focus on draw too much and I lost my 2 games to tier and a game to Split Turbo, which is sad. Well, that's all for the profile. Hope you guys like it, and be sure to sub and like the video as always. We'll see you guys next time.